This is day 1311, the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Still in the middle of the war. I'm going to be discussed. Today we are doing Yardei Simon Kuf Tzadi Ches Sif Zayin and going all the way to Simon Kuf Tzadi Tes Sif Aleph. Wow. Hey, Zayin. It's well known. Should Adam Nichlas, the mind person goes into the water. So should be Nekaluson, the hairs of the head, because they are light. Shatim Bnei Mayim, they float on the water. She Afilu Se'achad Chutz Hamayim, have a look called Tavla. It's as if she wasn't Toivel. Okay, they said that she shouldn't Toivel by herself. Earlier in the sermon, it sounded like she can't Toivel by herself, but obviously here he's saying that differently. She shouldn't Toivel by herself. She stand over she's Toiveling an older woman. Well, here older means not less than 12 years and 1 day. Shatia Basdas, who has intelligent. Peter Eshlotisha, here means Basdas, obviously, since she's above 12. She'll ensure that not one hair runs outside the water. She'll take top of mind, should be floating on the water. So that young women, young children, are frightened when they go to the water. Therefore, it's possible she won't travel properly. Therefore, the widespread custom is called food, so she saw in all the exes of Israel. The woman stands over her when she travels. Kala tukarin. In Hebrew, they call it a balanit. But it says in the village there's no woman to be over her. Let me say she should not delay her tefillah on that account. She should hide the hair of her head with pieces, strings of wool or linen or a belt. She should tie the hair lightly. That the knot should be a little bit distant from the hairs. Then she comes to my mind, so the water should enter them. Or with chains of hollow strings, or tie a light garment on top of her hair. Even though we're living in simon that it's not proper to put even a garment, even if it's light, loose. Nevertheless, shame brero when there's no choice. But you gotta do. Let's have a sieve test. The Mishnah Gemara the Mishnah was clear that one was allowed to tie one's garments. Because of woman who is diligent and not frightened of water. She can go see her hair in her hand. Till over here enters the water. And then she can move her hands from them. But see, I feel you often then her toiling is good. She rely on this if it's a difficult time of difficulty. That's the Sidrei Taros. And the brackets he says here, Ayin Shudad, the Sidrei Tara, Siv Katan Ayin Ches, Chakad, Echi Shachas, Nemenes, Schaz Yisur, how does one woman believe is Schaz Yisur, Yichak Mitam Sheb Yel Lasos, and he gives difficulties, strains to say that it's because she has the bits biyada in her hands to do. But it's a very strange question. The Tabella Sarayat Torah believes the woman who's toiveling. She just to make it better, like a chumrah upon herself. She wants somebody else to stand over her. What does that have to do with chazik yisur of a duk? And that's obvious. Peiches lo tachzik with so some of the philosophy she aruma b'na of itoktana when she's going to toivel and she's naked. She will next to her small son or daughter. This time most children, their legs are dirty with mud and refuse. And we're concerned that it will go upon her. It's going to cling to her body. Says Sharam Perak Beis Nashlosi Memhav. Hamfashels B'no Achrea Shiaruma, a woman who has her son hanging behind her when she's naked. V'tov and she tavas also a tefillah. The tefillah is not effective. Shema. Haya tit barag the tinok v'yadav. Maybe there was mud in by the legs of the child or his hands. V'nibagimo, and it clung to his mother. V'chatz shas atfiyah was an obstruction in the time of toiling. Charsh also nafal, and it fell off after she came up. Akal shana. It says in brackets, this is Gizra Rabbeinu Chananel. Plainly tomorrow, Lama Lana Lachzik Reusa. You shouldn't be astonished. Why should we assume the worst here? Yeshmar could say this really that it's clear that they're going to be dirty. But the Shach and the Bach, the ever are not concerned with this. It's obvious, however, that if pebbles or sticks enter between her toes, it's a chatzitza, and she has to go to mikvah again. All sorts of bandages. I feel based on time, even they're inside the woman's body. The chatzitza, we don't require the water to penetrate her body. They should be suitable for the water to get in, as we've said. Also spreading oil or some other fatty substance on her body or her head. She has to be careful the previous prior. Shouldn't be disruption. They should double shaman because something fatty it pushes, repels the water. And chatzitza is also concerned with chatzitza, which times she flambit, pay test. Because the Rabbeinu Rama B'Sifrim Gimel. Yes, some say she should urinate if she feels a need to do so. Now, time she should check herself if she has to defecate. That she shouldn't have to constrict herself. No and those areas will not be suitable for the water to enter. She also has to remove any mucus from the nose. This is what it seems to be saying. If she needs this, if she feels that she has to urinate, certainly has to go urinate. Because maybe the urine will come up to the place where they exit the body at the time she travels. And that place will not be suitable for the water to get in. And afterwards it says, even if she doesn't feel that she has to defecate or urinate, it's best to check. Do lie based on and perhaps while she's telling she doesn't have to defecate or urinate, she's more on account of this concern which we've expressed. That's also why she has to move the mucus up the nose. Mucus is preferable. But the evidence ain't a market. If she didn't do it, the tefillah is still good. It brings down that this seems to be in the Bach as well. But dry mucus, which is on the lip beneath the nose, that's certainly a chatzitza. Is outside the body. If she has mucus, dry mucus high up in the nostril, it's not chatzitza. Hasn't come out into the world. I don't know, but it means it's never going to come out. I don't think that's what it means. I think it means it has come out. Kamakam Blue also is a place that should absorb. Shensa Roy Bilas mind where you don't need it to be suitable for the water to get in. Mashinaim and Asimi de Rofim, artificial teeth. Im Prokino something that she takes out, or to clean them, Gam to lost also when she tables, Tickle Litlon for the Tvila. I mean, if they are really difficult to remove. Ein Chotzina Chatzitza. Chemur Rambam Bergutes Shabbos Din Zayin Ayin Sham. Chosh Kenem Amavinim Esa Amavinim Esa Shnayim. I don't know what he means by that. Shrim Blumberin. It sounds like something which makes the teeth whiter or stronger. There's no concern with it. I don't think it's braces because I don't think I had braces back then, so I don't know what it is. And also I know that would be Ma'avinim, be Miashrim. If she had a wound adjacent to her head, and her hairs of her head were outside that wound, but 1 or 2 hairs are clinging to the wound, it's true everywhere else in the body where there's hair. She's got to remove them from the wound. So too, if the tips of the hair were stuck together, with mud or with excrement. We say 9, so to the eyelashes. Klamar gvinim. Shetzich lizar shloim the walking be'ezah sos migvinei mat livnei mata. She makes sure that some of her lower not eyebrows, really. I just said what it is. Eyelashes. The should not be connected to the ones on top. Sometimes one or two hairs come up from the eyelashes below to above, and they penetrate through the eyelids on top. I don't know exactly how that works. Yosim Shomko Amazev Hadi Chatzita. She shouldn't go to the mikvah with dust on her feet. She does say about those that say that it's not chatzitza because the water removes the dust. Those that say shachotes. Because the contrary, the dust becomes like mud. When she goes into the water, unless she rubbed previously or went to the mikvah in hot water. The hot water definitely removes the dust. She has to be careful. There are certain types of lice which cling to the flesh. Erva in the pubic hair. Pilz lice. And they cling strongly to the skin and to the flesh. She has to move them hot water with and good scrubbing, the garam and to scratch them off with a nail. Whatever she can remove, to have them it's a minority which are not makbid. Obviously, we try to remove it, but I guess sometimes it wasn't possible. Tzaychal. If the person's toiling for truma or for hekdesh, they have to have intent to toivel. But they're toiling for chulin, including her husband, doesn't require kavanah. Tefillas neither lebala having a chulin. Tefillah of a woman for husband is like chulin. Doesn't require kavanah. So therefore, a woman who went to the mikvah without kavanah, so she fell into water. She went down in order to cool herself off. Her reason with her she's permitted to her husband. Some people are machir require a second field without a bracha. Because it's possible that since it was without kavanah, lo tavli of it. She didn't go to the mikvah properly. Furthermore, the day is a rashba. That's Rashba. It's kavanah. Rashba she does eat kavanah. The Bama is plukti b'gemara. It's machlokas and the Gemara chulin daf lamed out. But Rambam in mikvah's parakal halacha ches. Pro poskim most poskim command is fillet ain't tzar kavanah. They poskim that you don't require kavanah. But Rashba poskim command is fillet the tzar kavanah. Rashba is going to like you do need kavanah. Okay, so if a friend tossed her into the water intentionally, now what is going to all the poskim? The kavanah of a friend is sufficient kavanah. It's a shach and a tas. That's a rashba. But preferably we should consider the rashba and she should have das when she goes to mikvah. It says neither should tovel tovel in her garments who testified submitted to her husband shabukadim rechavim when the garments are wide and the water can penetrate the entire body. But if in the garments in one place which cling to the flesh, pshita she'er tefillah it's obvious that the tefillah is nothing. The tefillah needs a second bracha with a bracha. Women who are tzanua, who are modest, they conceal the night they're going to the mikvah. So there can be muhma b'fnei abrios. They don't go in confusion or in front of other people. Muhma, I guess, means not confusion, but in some making a spectacle of oneself. And don't go inside of other people. So people should know this. Somebody who doesn't do this, okay, I guess it's animalistic behavior to let people know when you're going to the mikvah. The women are careful when they come out of the mikvah to first meet another Jewish woman. So you shouldn't first meet with a dog or some other tame thing. If she came to contact, first she met with one of these non-kosher things. Wow. Okay. Let's go back to the mikveh. Baraka sounds like a mystical thing. I mean, it doesn't sound like it. Obviously, a mystical thing. But if she's already with another woman, it's not a concern. The main thing is the first meeting. The machshava poel says because then the thought is active. And now it sounds like a psychological thing. But it's really mystical. Those women who go back from the mikveh, come back to the mikveh with another woman, because they're poking over tummy, closest to the fold, but nevertheless, if they meet up with something tummy, they go back to the mikveh. Ain't ikar. Not necessary. A horse is not a problem. Because horses don't sleep so much. Not sure what that's to do with it. The Gemara says, "Haim on the baga beita saw being on the salkum between us mitzvah makes a woman when she comes to the mikvah. Lema hachi should say like this: Shofech buz on the divim. He casts mockery on the benefactors. Yitain betol lo derech, and will lead them in a wilderness with no pathway. I don't know why. V'yesh gorsim kukad iyo umeziach afikim rafeh." Somebody whose riverbeds go sideways is soft. I'm sure there's a reason for this, but I don't know what it is. I don't remember what the point is. A woman who is modest, she's promised to have kosher children. To check the body and shampoo and Shabbos and checking the inner areas. One's got to do three things before she goes to mikvah. One, which is the raisa, to look carefully and to palpitate. Good word, right? To feel all parts of the body, but rosh and the head should not have something which is a chatzitza. Be making sure knows knots in the hair. Always a lichluch or some dirt. It says it says es besoro. His position being a chatzitza between his flesh and the water. Es besoro. I'm sorry. Never mind, scratch that. Es besoro means it's a tafel besoro, even that which is subordinate to her flesh. My neo sayar, and that refers to hair. So you have to be careful to make sure that there's no dirt on the knots in the hair. As it made the car, the women should shampoo their head. Comes to the Cyrus remove on any place where there's hair on her body. She says chafifa means not so much the shampoo, but as the combing. But since it says nazir, that nazir can be chofef ufasis, but not comb. For the head of the chafifa was not with a comb. Rashi himself explain elsewhere. Chofef machlik means to smooth the hair. The Bible says the same thing. He feels around with his hand about sewing, and a comb. He said that's with a comb. Shabbos here Rashi chofef and the shampoo with natron. I think it's a form of salt, and with sand. I guess he used that back then as shampoo. The Arukh HaShulchan will give tomorrow his opinion as to what the derivation of chafifa is.